whoever you are, wherever you are, hope you are blessed and doing safe. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings, family. Of course, I'm tuning in. You see me without the glasses off today, but if you're looking for some opportunities, particular advertisement opportunities, then look no further at the link at the bottom to my email address. You can hit me up for advertisement opportunities. We are supporting and promoting your businesses here on this channel. You can also, if you would like to donate and subscribe to our Patreon, a link is at the bottom as well. So you have multiple ways in which you can advertise with the platform by emailing me when we go on through our live stream. You also have access to premium content, those that want to see premium content that you will not find here on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, as I am suspended probably by now. You guys can check out the Patreon at link at the bottom. But advertisement opportunities, definitely email me, gavin.grich1@gmail.com for rates. And for the Patreon, it is the same as the YouTube channel. It is channel gboot2786. All right, I'll holla. Peace.
Wherever you are, I hope you are blessed and doing safe. Welcome to another edition of Gavin Richard Presents here on channel gboot2786 on Periscope at GavHemRich2786 on my backup channels, Gavin Richard, and as well as if you're watching on Facebook, my self-entitled Facebook page. Wherever you are, I hope you are blessed and doing safe. This is going to be a relatively short live stream and really one topic, of course. The only topic I can discuss is lessons from Hurricane Ida. So sit back, relax, as we do this very brief random topic. I said it's the random topic show on Tuesdays, but it's actually just going to be a random topic, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my lessons that I learned from being evacuated out here in Dallas, and now I'm back home in New Orleans. So I'm going to talk about that. In the meantime, I'd ask if you would check out my family website, Nawny'sCreoleBlends.com, Nawny'sCreoleBlends.com. That is the name for our new seasoning company, Nawny's. Try it on chicken, meat, or fish. Nawny's goes great with every dish. Also, you guys know how we do this every random topic. We start the song, Gotta Get On Up. I'm not gonna play it though tonight because I'm gonna be as soon as we getting on up, I'm gonna be getting on down in the bed at this moment, guys. But we're gonna discuss some things, and especially one thing. And I just asked if you guys go look up, gotta get on up from G Rich. That is the artist name. If you want to go on iTunes and take a look at that, and we'll discuss that in a minute. But sit back and relax. I'm gonna briefly just talk about my lessons from Hurricane Katrina, and I'm sorry, Hurricane Ida, and what I've learned. So, shout out to everybody. Hold on a second. All right. Hold on a second, guys. I'm here. Okay, what's up, everyone? Good evening. I know it's late. You guys will catch the playback. My fellow subscribers, my fellow YouTubers, welcome again. This is not going to be, like I said again, I don't intend it to be a long live stream, but to let you know how serious I was about this business, about this profession, and being a vlogger, being a YouTuber, podcast host, and so forth. I wanted to come on and do a show and discuss a few things because we do this every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And random topic. Uh, Sorry if I'm yawning. I just got back and made it to my house in New Orleans about an hour ago. My family and we took that long trip back from Dallas. Once we found out our power was on, and we made that trek. So we've been on the road since 7 o'clock this morning. Uh, and just getting in, so that's over 12 hours, well over 12 hours on the road. So I am exhausted. I am tired. And that's why I'm going to keep reiterating this will not be long. This will not be long. If you hear me say that, uh, I'm not being like the pastors in your church. I'm being serious. This is not going to be an hour long stream yard. But I did want to share something, a couple of things from my experiences, real quick. And sorry, I'm so sorry if I'm yawning. I'm just so tired. But I want sorry. All right. Well, let me tell you a couple of lessons and things that I learned, especially being out in Fort Worth area and Dallas area. It is nice, and it is a complete 180 from what you have to deal with in New Orleans. Their businesses, their retails, there's grocery store, recreational things you can do with children. We don't have that in New Orleans and New Orleans. We once did. And so when I was out there in Fourth, we once did. We had the Plaza Mall and the KB Toys, Toys R Us. We had some quality uh, shopping centers, and those don't exist anymore, especially out here in this area. And they rather make than actually help the citizens who live back here. So, long story, make a short story long. Long story short, rather. This opened my eye. Being out in Fort Worth really opened my eyes uh, to what they had. And to come back to New Orleans, everything for us we have to fight for it. Power achieves nothing without sacrifice. Power achieves nothing without struggle. Frederick Douglass even said. So as I'm out there during Katrina and I said Katrina with Ida and it's late and Honey the dance. Some of you and shout out to those that commented they like the dances that I was doing with my cousins for TikTok and shorts. Wait till they see it full blown. I'm sorry if I'm falling asleep, guys. Like I said, this is not a long live stream. But man, I'm falling asleep right here while we're talking to y'all. Oof. All right. I'm sorry. Uh, how you doing, Judah Queen? We got Judah Queen in the building. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right. Much better. Okay. So as I'm talking to y'all, yeah, I'm dozing off and shit a little bit. I got my eyes closed. I feel like I'm John Henry Clark talking, to prevent myself from going to sleep. Right. But that's the thing. I had a long trip, but being out uh, was a nice area. And I come back to that here. And I ask myself why we don't see the development like we see in other cities. And some of these cities, even when I was outside of Fort Worth and Dallas, when you're going back to between Shreveport and Terrell, Texas, there are outlet malls that are available. Why is it when we look at cities like a Baton Rouge, like a New Orleans, especially the area of North Baton Rouge and New Orleans East? I don't know other places across the country, but I'm pretty sure places in Chicago that is heavily populated with a black area, uh, Los Angeles and New York, those areas do not have adequate retail. They don't have shopping centers. They don't have movie theaters, and it is not by accident that that has taken place at all. So, what are we to do in a situation like this? I've always stressed, and I keep stressing the same thing. I get tired of it about buying the block and making money and how to make money, but that is what we're going to have to do. I told you all I was debating whether or not I was going to come on and do this show, but to let you know how serious I am about what I do, I decided to come on here and talk. And since I love the hell out of all of you, it is a shame, Judah. It is a shame. I said, yeah, I'm going to come out here and do that. It is about buying back the block. It is about getting a business plan together. And I know if you know of bankers, of course, there are multiple vice presidents, believe it or not. Everybody you can meet can say, I'm the vice president of Chase or I'm the vice president of Bank of America. They hold multiple positions. It's not just one vice president that makes a decision. It's the board, it's the owners, it's the people that make those decisions. But you should always have a business plan together. So that way, when you're talking about doing your job, you're talking about you want a new business, you want to own this, you want to see all of these things come. Well, we got to get together and have a business plan. I was, when I'm out in Texas, there's everybody knows of this gas station called Bucky's. Bucky's is not just a gas station, it doubles a, as a convenience store, or it triples rather, a convenience store, a candy shop, a grocery store. Everything you can find is in Bucky's practically. Uh, they do not have one in Louisiana. And my understanding is there was some type of issue as to why I went south with the owners who were upset. I guess I don't know if they had anything to do with the kickbacks or stuff that would happen in Louisiana, but there were some things I just didn't like about this deal. And so it didn't fall through. But I saw this, and in this area, or where Bucky's was, there was a movie theater, there was a burger joint, a couple of burger joints, including I guess, I think it was a Jack in the Box, Whataburger, Dairy Queen. There was a movie theater across the street. There was a gas station, and then even leaving that, not even within 2 miles, there's a outlet mall that was available. Who makes the decision that these areas can't have an outlet? Like New Orleans East can't have an outlet mall, or that Baton Rouge General can't have a decent hospital open. Who makes these decisions? We have to counter that with that playtime's over. We make these decisions, not you. We elect these people. I got to say, if anybody from California is watching, please, I know this recall vote is coming out. I don't normally go and tell people how to vote. That's their business. But you guys cannot let, I want to say this on a personal note, Larry Elder become governor of California. If that were to happen, that's worse than Schwarzenegger even being governor. You're going to let a bona fide coon in office. Please don't. I can't stress this enough. Please don't allow that to happen. You want to come to California? Fine. But no, please do not. You want to come to Louisiana? Fine. Please come on. California, do not put Larry Elder in office. Please don't. Please do not. So I just was thinking about that. So I look at that. Yeah, who says that North Baton Rouge can have adequate retail? I lived in North Baton Rouge for some time, and I was when I was coming back from Dallas through Knott Springs. You can of course take the old Huey P. Long Bridge to get to Southern, and I was just stunned by uh, the lack of care. The tale of two cities. It really exposed me to uh, a whole new world. Said Larry Elder ain't gonna win. Well, you know something? He's talking to these constituents, and there's talk of him being the next governor, and it doesn't happen. I believe it will be, but I'm praying it doesn't. I'm praying it goes bad. But for him, I do not want Larry Elders. He should not be a governor. This is a man, and I'll do a video on it later. Probably I'll do it Thursday. We'll talk about it. But this is a man who actually said, and I listened to the clip, but he said if we're talking about the reparations, the slave owners didn't get a compensation, didn't get reparations, which was not true. Some of them did receive reparations, which is why they did not go after. Remember when they were wanted to hold him? So hold in the James, I believe in the movie, the boys went back to see what was going on, and they acted nervously. Well, this is what happens. I don't think Larry Elder will be governor, but I certainly I don't want to anybody. Anything can happen. Anything can happen in politics. All right. Know why I rocked with y'all, and I'll shout out to Dwan B because I was even listening to him, and he said that Elder, he listened to Elder as a kid when Elder was on talk radio when talk radio was stopping out, but his politics was something else, like his disdain for black people. The point is, anything can happen. Even we said Biden couldn't win presidency. We see, and some people, of course, believe a hustle was played on the American people with that. But here's the thing: he's the president as of right now. So dealing with that, anything can happen. I don't believe the elder is going to win, but he should not be in there. And this is a man who, for the last 40 years, has used staying to talk about Black Americans, especially Black men. I don't want to get off subject, but I had to bring it up. Elder cannot be governor under no circumstances. But something I didn't want to say, some more lessons you can learn from Ida that I learned. You know, I just learned that there's like I said, a whole new opportunity out there for us because these big cities, I know Dallas actually is growing as far as uh, is very popular for African Americans, especially young African Americans. Uh, it has the largest black population of Texas outside of they have Hitchcock. which is 38. So I think Houston obviously would be the largest population. But I love being out there in Dallas, man. I enjoyed myself. They say Prairie View is the blackest city. Hold on, let me show y'all. So I'm not making this up. Yeah, the live stream really started about 20 minutes ago, Lamiko. Shout out to you, Boss Queenie. So you got Prairie View, which is our rivals, Southern's rivals, Lancaster, DeSoto, Jasper, Cedrus Hill, Marlin, Beaumont, Glen Heights, Forest Hill, and Crocker. Surprised Houston wasn't on there. But nevertheless, okay. So that was just something I learned being out there in Texas. I really enjoyed it, and it goes back to what I say, and I'm actually about to close out this whole thing in a second because I know I'm getting tired. Uh, we got to your out. My father once told me that your attitude determines your altitude. In other words, how high you go in life is determined by how low you are as a person in life. Where's your attitude? What do you reach towards that? Are you attending? If you want to be a music supervisor, do you have the skills what it takes to first off be a producer? Do you know what it is to read and write? Do you know what it is to music? Do you know what it is to be efficient in producing? Those are things you have to learn. And also, what direction you want to go into. So it requires a lot of research. I uh, certainly, yes, I am back home, Boss Queenie. Now, uh, my house, let me just say this. As of right now, we had no damage other than maybe some shingles blown off the roof. I've noticed we got to throw out our food in our refrigerator. But other than that, that's about it. We did not receive any significant amount of damage. No windows were broken. My garden was uprooted. Probably Thursday, I'll share y'all some pictures of that. But other than that, we are okay. The power is out in some areas of the neighborhood. That's just the main problem because when I was coming from the 510 via Slidell, I was it was pitch black on that road, on that highway, especially if you're trying to get back to Lake Forest Boulevard. Anybody that knows that area, it's usually lighted up on the interstate. It was not. So that's a safety hazard. Uh, it's a driving hazard. Yeah, my house was good, Frank. My house was good. Um, most of my neighbors, yeah, everybody in this area did fine because it's power outage. But I can live with that versus the flooding because if it had flooded, I likely would not be back in New Orleans. What's up, Derek? Yeah, I likely would not be back in New Orleans if it did flood. I probably would stayed in Texas. But my mind was blown by. I have been to Dallas before, but I had and have people who know people that are out there in Texas, out there near the Dallas area, and are doing quite successful. And it seemed like it's a place for young businessmen, young black business people. But yeah, Bob Rashad, I'm assuming he did okay because it didn't flood. D'Amico, you say you got family in Katy, Texas. It's a suburb outside of Houston. Yeah, Houston got them wards. Uh, after Katrina, a lot of people stayed in Houston. A lot of our people evacuated to Atlanta. They were scattering people everywhere. So if you went through Katrina, everybody knows uh, the mindset or can identify with the PTSD that we had when we heard another storm was coming because I got flashbacks from that. Just remembering what I was doing, how I was get prepared, and had very little time. I was just packing stuff over and over again. And that's another lesson I learned is that since we're in the middle of hurricane season, always have a bag prepared with your clothes. Uh, you don't have to get out of a suitcase. You don't have to live in a suitcase, but it's good to have a suitcase packed and ready for you if you got to go. Right. The power was out. So cleaning out your refrigerator is a top priority. We got back late, so I wasn't touching that shit tonight. I'm gonna go jog in the morning in my neighborhood, probably early, and just take a look at everything else. What's up, Roslyn? Yeah, have cash on you. I learned that. Have your weapons on you. Make sure your weapons are where they need to be so you can reach them and put them away. Uh, I was very much concerned. I was not going to let leave my weapons, during a hurricane because God knows what would have happened if there were uh, looting and stuff that was going on, which was happening. Yeah, yeah, it's the complete opposite of what I'm seeing here in New Orleans. Like, let me share this before I go. I don't know if I told you. I think I did tell y'all this last time when I talked about the family friend that mentioned all she cared about was if Walmart had a place here when they were building New Orleans. There were talks about Walmart not coming back to the East, Sam's Club, and so forth, which was already out here because they were upset or were talking about the lie about shoplifting being a problem and they weren't able to get things accomplished. Now, that's not to say that shoplifting wasn't an issue in these stores, but the majority of shoplifters by research happens to be in Walmart. For Walmart, loss prevention happens to be white women, not black women, not black men. And for whatever reason, they did not want to bring Sam's Club back. They didn't want to bring Walmart back altogether. I want to go back off of the service I-10 road off Reed, which would have been ideal. But what did they do? They tore down this beautiful hospital that we have, private doctors, Lakeland Hospital. You all can research that. And they did not have, uh, we do not have out here. If you are a person who, if you're a woman who's giving birth, it's my understanding that this new hospital doesn't even uh, incubators at one point when it was starting out. It may have changed, but my understanding at that time, a couple of years ago, they didn't have that. So New Orleans gets the short end of the stick, but we have a mindset among our people that you are to accept the lowest of the low. These are the standards that we set. This is how low you got to get. This is how high you got to get. You got to get to this. We always view things from, we're going to view things either from being a bully or being a victim. Thank you, Queen Adaya. Yes, I made it safely. Yeah, that is to try not gentrify the area is what they're doing. But this mindset is something, and I was talking to a friend as I was driving back to New Orleans. We were talking about, just talking about these storms. And, I have solutions, but are those solutions going to fall on deaf ears? So that was something I thought of with Hurricane Ida. I thought of the lack of health, the opportunities that are available outside this state that many of us may be missing out. I do think that is also a time while we may look at other places, it doesn't hurt to keep a legacy as part of the area that you're in if you want to own a piece of land. Because I'm going to tell you something, they wanted this area green space because it was worth millions to the shipping industry. You know, New Orleans is a port town, it is a harbor town, it bring in things. And that's also one of the reasons why we don't have Olympics. We got no swimming, no, I guess, Olympic meet a swimming pool and things like that. But of course, I don't even want to deal with the Olympics anyway. But I'm just talking about, and I'm bringing that up because we miss out on a lot of stuff. Disney was supposed to come to Louisiana, and that didn't happen because Walt Disney didn't like the politics that were being taught here with his Epcot Center. Yeah, shoplifting is covered under theft insurance policies. Yeah, it doesn't mean it's right that it happened, but you know that is very much true. But when you have someone that says that all they're happy with is a Walmart and they're content with their life where they are, then that fails the youth in this country. That fails us. We cannot afford to sit on our butts and be content with mediocrity if we're not going to move things forward. I refuse to do that. And so should you. Okay, yes. I said I wasn't going to be a long show, and it's not. I'm falling asleep on here. Uh, I know it was embarrassing. I'm sorry, but yeah, had a long drive. I wasn't trying to be too long with this live stream, but I wanted to make sure I came on to talk about that. Just one more thing you should learn also as a lesson from hurricanes, make sure you have cash on you because some businesses may not accept cards or card machines, fail. Uh, also, don't have anything else. But hit that like, share, and subscribe button, guys. I'm going to get on out of here. If you like the video, if you want to advertise, please email me at gavin.grishwan@gmail.com. Hit me up at the Patreon for more exclusive content. And I will be back on Thursday with Sean James. Yeah, I'm going to catch my Z's. I don't think I was falling asleep that bad on here, was I, Queen? I was still talking, although I know I rambled a little bit, but I was like John Henry Clark. But yeah, be prepared, have flashlights. Um, so I will talk about something too Thursday. Sean and I have a lot to talk about. Oh, I do want to say this. Rest in peace to brother Michael K. Williams, the actor who played Omar on The Wire and Chalky on Boardwalk Empire. Phenomenal actor. Um, I heard that it was alleged he died from a drug overdose. You guys got to play. We got to do something about this drug thing, man. Because I don't know why all of these actors, these musicians, well, I do believe it, that are dying from drug overdoses like this, and to die at a young age, at 54 years old, is something else. So I'm deeply stunned by loss, his passing. His brother was phenomenal actor. I did find it interesting. I'll talk about it on Thursday, but I noticed that most of the main characters he played, whether it was in The Wire or it was a Lovecraft Country, that was the last TV series he did, which just got canceled. Obviously they couldn't do a show without him anyway. But had y'all noticed that? I'm not trying to disparage him. Y'all noticed that all of his characters he played were LGBTQ. I'm talking about the main characters in the movie. The things that stood out most, what he was primarily known for on HBO, Lovecraft Country, and The Wire, his characters were all gay. He even was in a pride. He was even a marshal in the Pride Parade at one point. Now, I'm not trying to disparage the brother. Uh, there are other actors and actresses who've played those roles, and he was a phenomenal actor nonetheless. I do not wish harm on him or death. I'm totally stunned by his loss. I'm stunned by it's hard to hear if John. I would think someone else who was supposed to be in the car with them wasn't there. I don't know if it was Robert Williams or no. What am I saying? Oh yeah, I gotta get some rest. But Michael K. Williams' character, yeah, the characters he's played is always LGBTQ, but he's a phenomenal actor. I remember he also did the Central Park Five movie, which he played one of the boys' fathers. I thought he was good in that. Uh, he was so good of an actor. Edward Norton wanted him on in the Incredible Hulk to make an appearance, and he did that because he loved his role in The Wire, and he ended up doing that appearance. I've never watched The Wire. I did see him in the Trapped in the Closet video. I forgot about that. He got his big break though from Tupac. Most people don't know that Tupac was the one that cast him or got him cast in that movie Bullet that he did. That was Tupac's final role. So yeah, that was good. Yeah, but y'all leave that, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Yeah, RoboCop remake. Couple of great movies. Movie you should watch. Some movies I got when I was in the hotel. Y'all should check out. It's old, but anybody remember the movie Judgment Night with Emilio Estevez and Cuba Gooding Jr. and Dennis Leary? Well, probably to check that out again because that's a classic. I gotta do a review of it with y'all. So I enjoyed it. Shout out to everyone that commented on the TikTok dances I did on my little cut. I'm glad you enjoyed that. But yeah, I'm gonna get on out of here, man. I'm about to fall asleep and hit this computer. All right. Now I'm gonna talk about that Judgment Night, Rosalind. Yeah, that was a great movie. Yeah, but please hit that Cash App as well, and I'll let you know also if there are any black charities you want to donate to. All right. So we got a lot to talk about Thursday. I can't wait to do that episode with Sean. I'll holla, guys. Please be safe, be blessed. Yeah, look, my no hands. I also had leave the door open. But those are some of the lessons we learned from Hurricane Ida. Make sure you can book a hotel if you can. Have your stuff booked off well in advance before a likely storm if you think one is coming. And that's one of the things you do. So, all right. Well, let me go. All right. Good night. Please check out naughty'screoleblends.com. Try it on chicken, meat, or fish. Naughty's goes great with every dish. Check out my song, Gotta Get On Up. And I have another song that's going to be coming out soon. So you guys will enjoy it. Y'all be safe, be blessed. All right. I'll holla. Peace.